Okay, it's late at night, it's 1 in the morning. I'm here having a little whiskey, tidying up my affairs, and I'm off to Slovenia tomorrow with the kids. But I thought I'd do one short video before I go. And you know the database that we've been building of all of those stories that you've told us about your impact, your impact, the impact on you from the Brexit vote. Um, just a couple of days ago, I finished coding that up when we had 378 entries. And I thought I'd share that summary with you so that you know what's coming out of that. And I remember when I first started looking at the data coming in from this, it was also late at night and I was having a whiskey, and I got really upset and angry reading all these entries and seeing the blow the vote had on a lot of departments, a lot of people, and a lot of their career prospects and outlooks. But anyway, here we go, 378 entries, and it breaks down like this. So they're up to 2 codes per submission, and I did about 10 or so codes. So 5 people said there was no problem whatsoever since the Brexit vote. Some 46 cited xenophobia as a major issue for them, with quite a few cases of personal experience where they or someone they know who was foreign had been abused, oftentimes for the first time. 25 cases of foreigners refusing a UK job or cancelling an application that they were making. 84 cases of the respondent or someone they knew planning to leave the UK, just planning, because there were then 7 others that had already left the UK or got a job outside the UK because of Brexit, and we're going to see that through. 33 cases of actual disruption on Horizon 2020 consortia. Usually coordinators, UK coordinators, being asked to step down from the coordinator role because the future territory is uncertain. So even though you can apply for funding at the moment, they're thinking about 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the line who they want to lead those multinational efforts. 5 cases of purchasing problems associated with the weaker pound. 15 cases of a foreigner may refuse a job, so this is when it's in flux, and they've been having that conversation with someone who's meant to be taking up a post or is looking at coming here. 35 cases of other life, business or financial disruption, such as businesses moving, investment having dried up, cancelling of plans to buy a house, things like this. 60 cases of concern over Horizon 2020. So remember, it was 33 cases of actual impact already, but 60 people expressing concern about how their career or their department would be limited if we didn't have the same level of access to Horizon 2020 as we did now. And then 114 other counts of general concern about science future, whether it's the status of EU migrants, the UK funding levels per se, and how hard-hit economy would influence that, regulatory frameworks and where we're going to fit in with those, particularly those that do research around environmental or chemical policies, reports on low mood of the lab and dropping morale, concerns over anti-expert rhetoric, and so forth and so on. So a whole suite of other concerns related to the circumstances. And then there were 36 that were political commentary or irrelevant statements, so I couldn't really classify them. But the overall conclusion is this, that clearly the UK brand for science has been hit on 2 levels. One is the current cultural level, with rising xenophobia, with political confusion as to direction, and with the anti-expert rhetoric. A lot of people feel that the UK is now not a welcoming environment for foreigners. And secondly, in terms of the funding landscape moving forward, both on our national funding and also our relationship with the EU science programme, Both of these are currently uncertain, and this is why the UK attractiveness has suddenly dropped sharply. Add to this the fact that we have been a natural leader in the EU science programme, and the EU science programme itself is the world's largest multinational framework, and we have stepped out of the leadership role from that to the fringes. That makes a big difference in terms of looking to the UK as a natural leader on such multinational collaborations. So in terms of attracting talent, whether it be generally or on Marie Curie, Erasmus Plus, and ERC streams, or whether it comes to being a leading partner in EU-wide collaborations, suddenly the UK is a lot less attractive, and we will be hemorrhaging leadership opportunities and hemorrhaging talent, and continuing to do so until our government can come up with a big, bold commitment to science that says that we are going to invest large in this, we have a bold vision, and we're pro-immigration. But until we get anything like that, there is going to be that uncertainty associated with our clear shift in status, and we are going to be hemorrhaging all of that good stuff that to date has helped propel us to a world-leading position. So that's the concern, and that's the problem. So that's what we need to fix.